On number 18, we have division and then subtraction. Of course, the division by a fraction, we will use multiplication by the reciprocal instead. And while we're rewriting this, we might as well just go ahead and factor. I'm going to factor this first quadratic trinomial up at the top. Notice that it has to be x times x, and then we're looking for factors of -3 that add to -2. That should be -3 and +1. We have x plus 1 in the denominator. Instead of division, we're going to do multiplication by the reciprocal, and I'm going to factor the quadratic trinomial factors of -12 that add up to 1. That should be x plus 4 and x minus 3. We know that the 4 should be positive because the sum was positive. Therefore, the bigger number should be positive. And last but not least, we're going to subtract 1. Let's see what cancels and simplifies before we worry about subtracting 1. We know with PEMDAS that multiplication should take place first, so let's see what happens over there. It looks like we can cancel out an x minus 3 and an x minus 3, an x plus 1 and an x plus 1, and I guess that's about it. What we're left with is x squared over x plus 4. Now, if we want to be able to subtract this 1, it has to have a common denominator. So how do we write 1 with a denominator of x plus 4? Well, if we have x plus 4 in the denominator, we're going to need to have x plus 4 in the numerator as well. And that's another name for 1 with x plus 4 as its denominator. Now that they have the same denominator, we can just combine like terms on the top. So we're going to get x squared minus x and minus 4. Remember, we have to distribute that subtraction sign so that we're subtracting both x and 4. Might be easier to see if we had parentheses there.